Whether it's to improve the look of the house or to replace a damaged door, the first step to replacing the door is to gather the measurements you will need to buy a replacement. When replacing an old door, you will want to measure the opening that the door jamb or frame goes into, as well as the door size. Doors can be ordered in standard and custom sizes. Doors are referred to by their dimensions, such as 3 feet by 6 feet, with the width first and the height second. The measurement is the size of the door alone and does not include the door frame. Lastly, it's important to note which way the door opens, as you can buy a pre-hung door with hinges on either side. If the door opens towards you and the handle is on the left, then the door is left-handed. If the door opens towards you and the handle is on the right, then the door is right-handed. Beside the door, you will need wood shims, 10-penny nails, 6-penny nails, wood putty, and a lock set. First, remove the door. The easiest way to remove the door is to remove the hinge pins. Use a nail set and a hammer to lift the pins up out of the hinges. Do this with each hinge. Remove the door and set it aside. Next, we will remove the trim. Before we do, use a utility knife to cut the paint between the trim molding and the wall. This will keep you from damaging the wall. Using a pry bar, carefully pry off the trim molding that surrounds the frame. Generally, the door frame is held to the studs with a few finish nails on either side of the frame, near the hinges and directly across from the hinges. One way to locate the nails is with a magnet. Once you locate the nails, remove all the paint and putty. You'll need to get the nails out in order to remove the door frame. First, see if you can drive them out completely through the frame using a nail set. If that doesn't work, you can slip a reciprocal saw between the door jambs and the filler material and cut the nails in two. With all the nails removed, the casing will slide out easily. The two sides of the casing are attached to the frame with staples. Remove all the staples. With the staples removed, lift off one side of the casing, leaving the door in the frame. Remove the fastener that secures the door to the frame, and slide the frame with the door into the opening starting at the base, tilting the door gently into place. Once the door frame is in place, open the door and secure it with some shims. The door must now be set up carefully in order to open and close easily. Center the door evenly in the opening and using a level, get your door frame plumb on the hinge side. Use shims or wedges to adjust the frame until it is both plumb and square. Then tack the frame in place near the hinges with a 10-penny finish nail. Do not drive these nails all the way in yet. Do the same on the other side, opposite the hinges, checking the frame and adjusting the shims you inserted between the studs and the door frame until the frame is both plumb and level. Then tack it in place with a 10-penny finish nail hammered through the frame and the shims partway into the stud. Do not hammer the nail all the way in yet. Go around the frame one more time and make sure that the frame is square and plumb in all directions. Then drive in the finish nails until they're nearly flush with the frame and countersink each nail with a nail set. Use a utility knife to cut away the excess shim edges to make room for the trim. And attach the new trim around the door using 6-penny finishing nails. Use a nail set to drive the nail just below the level of the wood. Following the manufacturer's guidelines, putty the nail holes with wood putty. Your new door is now ready to paint or stain to suit your style.